Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So long time no see. I just gonna go ahead and jump into this because it might be a little bit of a long video. I'm talking about the new MAC Flamingo Park collection, and I have quite a few of the items. I owned 2 already because they're re-promotes, and then I have 3 of the blushes, and then 4 of the lipsticks that are new, and then I have a bunch of dupes that I'm hoping will be helpful later on if you decide you want to skip this. Anyway, so jumping right into it, I went ahead and I'll go ahead and show you the lip gloss first because I only have the one. So this is a re-promote that I originally got a few years ago from Fantasy of Flowers. Again, another spring collection. This is a really popular re-promote for MAC. This is Playful Petal. This is a cream sheen glass, but it is a more duochrome type finish. It's pink. It's more of a cool tone pink, and it has like some purple shimmers in it to make it more iridescent. It's very, very pretty. I really like this color. It's more on the sheer side, so it's definitely more of a layering color, and that is what that looks like right there. So it's very, very sheer but really pretty at 20 bucks a pop, and if you really like the formula, go for it, but otherwise I mean, it's not like it's super necessary. So then, getting the other re-promote out of the way, we have Saint Germain. So there was quite a few re-promotes with this collection. There was Saint Germain, which is a permanent color. Please Me is a permanent color. Silly, which has been re-promoted already. I don't think it's part of the permanent line. And then there was 4 or 5 new colors that came out. So this one I've had a really long time. I've had this probably longer than I care to admit, actually. This is an amplified color. It's a very cool toned, like mod pink almost. It's one of those colors that you either love or hate. When I first got this, I loved it and I wore it all the time, but as I've gotten older, I don't really wear it as much. It's very Barbie pink, very cool toned. And then we have the new lipsticks. So we'll go ahead and go with the matte color, the Fashion Flock. Excuse me. So obviously this is the Flamingo Park collection. Most of these names have like some kind of either flamingo sounding name or like a picnic sounding name, which is kind of weird, but I like it. I like the collection. So this was an online exclusive. I haven't even swatched this actually. I've only swatched like one of these. So this was an online exclusive color. You can't get this in the stores. You cannot get it at the counters. As far as I know, it's still in stock. And this again was a matte color, so I'll go ahead and swatch that right there next to Saint Germain. This color is not a particularly unique color, but the matte feeling of it is really nice. It's not super drying like the old MAC mattes. This is one of the newer, you know, the new formula matte that's really nice. So if you like that kind of color, you know, it's pretty cool. Then we have Flocking Fabulous, which is a cream sheen. I love the name. I kind of only really got it because I really like the name. And this reminds me a lot of, again, colors that we've seen before that are in the permanent line or have been re-promoted before. And this one's a cream sheen, and it's very similar to the Fashion Flock. It's just a little bit, you know, it's a little darker and a little pinker. Whereas Fashion Flock is still kind of more peachy pinky and a coral. This one's like a deeper version of it. It's kind of like the same tones, just deeper. Next we have a matte color, which is Have Your Cake. Again, not a super unique color, but really pretty. It's a purple with more of a pink undertone to it. And it's very smooth, with, again, with the new matte formula. It looks like this. Really, really nice. Really digging the formula on that. And then last but not least is actually probably my favorite of the collection, which is a cream sheen, Long-Legged and Fabulous, or long-legged, however you want to pronounce that. And it's a very pale pink, but surprisingly, on me, on my lips, it turns much deeper than I thought it would. But as a cream sheen, it kind of skips a little bit. It's not like the most even application. I don't know if you can tell from my swatch, probably not. But it's not like the most even application ever. It's a nice color. I do like it. So again, probably my favorite out of the lipsticks. Moving on, I'm going to go ahead and show you the 3 blushes that I got. So What I Fancy is a satin color. Looks like this. Again, not a super unique color, but I love these colors, especially when it comes to when I have more of a tan, more of a summer coloring. And this one I haven't worn yet, but a little powdery. But it's a very, very cute pink. It actually is the blush version of Long Legged and Fabulous. As you can see, I put it right next to it. It's like identical, and it's really, really pretty. The next one I did want to get was Spring Flock, but when I swatched it, it was so close to what I fancy. It was just like a little bit deeper. And again, I have a lot of colors like this, so I couldn't really justify it, but I kind of like really want it. Next is This Could Be Fun. So what I will say for the blushes for this collection is that they were really, really bold, and they were not colors that you would see in like the normal permanent lines. So out of this whole collection, I would suggest looking at the blushes over anything else, because this is so pretty. This is a matte color, and it's a very cool toned fuchsia pink color. Again, as someone who's fair skinned, I'm an NC20, I would definitely have to use a very, very light hand and probably a stippling brush to put this on. But it's really nice, and this would go really pretty with Have Your Cake. And the last color I picked up was Life's a Picnic, another matte. So I guess I got all mattes. Whoa, right, this is not a color I would normally reach for, but that's kind of why I liked it. I don't have any colors like these, especially since it's not something that I would normally, like, I'm like barely tapping it to get a bunch of color. So that is Life's a Picnic right there. So these are the three blushes: What I Fancy, This Could Be Fun, and Life's a Picnic. I love these blushes. I think they're beautiful. If you are deeper skin, oh my god, these are gonna look so pretty, like so pretty on you. There was a couple other blushes. There was a color like this that was maybe a little more even deeper than this, and then there was a color that was a little bit more pink than this one, and then they also had Pink Swoon, which is a permanent color that they had discontinued and then brought back. So that is a permanent color if that's the one you were looking at. So this is the collection that I have so far. So this was Playful Petal, Saint Germain, permanent color, the Fashion Flock, Flocking Fabulous, Have Your Cake, and Long Legged and Fabulous. And then this was What I Fancy, This Could Be Fun, and Life's a Picnic. So those are the swatches. NC20, really cute. I like this collection a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the dupes really quick, if I can find room, which I doubt. So for What Have Your Cake, we have where are you? So I have from the Archie's collection Daddy's Little Girl, and then from the permanent line I have Flat Out Fabulous. So as you can see, Flat Out Fabulous and Daddy's Girl, they're very similar. And then Have Your Cake was right here. Drop the cap, always fun. So these are all extremely similar. Do you need all these? Of course not. I actually had put off buying Have Your Cake just because when I swatched it in the store, it was really, really similar to Flat Out Fabulous. But the thing that I liked about Have Your Cake was that it's a different formula. It's also a matte, but Flat Out Fabulous is a retro matte, and Flat Out Fabulous is actually a little more of pinky, and then Have Your Cake is a little more purpley cool tone. And then so here's Flat Out Fabulous and Have Your Cake. They're similar. They're very, very similar on the lips. They will look very similar, but definitely this one's more warm tone and this one's more cool tone. And then Daddy's Little Girl, we'll do right here, is a little bit lighter. It's lighter than Have Your Cake, but it's the same tone. It's just a little bit lighter, but it's the same exact tone. So those are my dupes for that one. Again, Flat Out Fabulous, very, very similar. And oops, to that. So next I have quite a few of the corally colors. So Toxic Tail from Venomous Villains, quite a few years ago. This one is very close, or at least I thought it was. Oh yeah, it is. And then Toying Around, which I also have, but since it's the exact same color as this one, I didn't bring it. So if you have Toxic Tail or Toying Around from the Playground collection, like last year or the year before, they're very, very similar to Flocking Fabulous, like very similar. Again, the formula is different. Toxic Tail is a satin, and Toying Around is not a matte either, but Flocking Fabulous is a matte. So formula-wise, different, color-wise, very, very similar. Then we also have, where are you? I was looking, nope, that's not close. Oh, I did bring Toying Around, just kidding. So this one, Toying Around, is the amplified, yeah. So Toying Around, Toxic Tail, and Flocking Fabulous, all very, very close. So those are those three right there. And then we have Flamingo, reminded me a lot, which I'm surprised didn't get re-promoted with this collection because I'm pretty sure this is permanent. This is a luster. I've had this from the original release and it's really, really grody kind of. So let's see. So Flamingo, it's close to the Fashion Flock, but again, totally different finish, and it's a little bit lighter. So that's Flamingo, and then this one was right above it is the Fashion Flock. And then the one that I thought was going to be the closest, which I maintain, is a satin from Archie's Girl, the Archie collection, Betty Bright. So this one I'm really sure is going to be very, very similar. Yep. Yeah, it's the same color. So Betty Bright right here, and then right below it is the Fashion Flock, and then Flamingo. So very, very, very close. If you have been waiting for a re-promote of Betty Bright, Fashion Flock, very, very close. What else did I bring? So for, also I brought Real Sexy, but I'm not sure, no, not the same. Real Sexy is not a dupe. It's much more coral. Little Buddha. What am I thinking of? Let me see Little Buddha. Actually, I've never swatched this. Little Buddha, where am I gonna put you? Okay, so Little Buddha is a permanent color. It got released maybe a couple months ago. So Little Buddha is right here. It's very similar. Again, different formula. This is a cream sheen, so it's more sheer versus the mattes over here. And then I only have two dupes, I think, for Long Late and Fabulous. So they're both actually limited edition as well. This one is a luster from Mackie's Beauty last year. This is Caddy. Although looking at it now, I'm not sure. It's similar but different formula, so it's much more sheer. It's the same kind of tone and color though. So here's Caddy, and then there is right here Long Legged and Fabulous. And then again from the Playground collection a few years ago, this is an amplified Sweet Experience, which I thought would be very close. Let's see. It's close, but it's a little bit deeper. It's a little bit darker. So this is Sweet Experience, and then right over here, Sweet Experience right here, and then over here we have Long Legged and Fabulous. So that is everything that I wanted to talk about. Hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Again, I'm an NC20. These are all still available as far as I know online. In the stores, depending on where you live, they might already be out of stock. They were already sold out by my little Macy's by me of one of the lipsticks, I don't remember, and then the What I Fancy. So those were already gone, but I'm pretty sure online they're still all available. Also, if you guys didn't know, MAC launched a rewards program. It's totally free. As far as I know, it only works on the website. I haven't gone into a MAC store to see if you like give your phone number or you do something and then they find you to pull you up, which I would assume they would because that'd be really helpful. But if you're shopping at like Macy's or on online counter, that's not like a MAC store or MAC's website. It doesn't seem to count for that. So there's different levels of the rewards program. You sign up basically and you're like at the bottom of the barrel, but it includes like exclusive limited edition products just for members, and then free 2-day shipping over like 50 and other things. You can go on Mac's website and find it out, but just so you know, as when I went to go purchase these items at Macy's, they did not have a system in place to like locate points or add the points to the Mac rewards program, just an FYI. So thanks again for watching. I hope this was helpful, and go get you some. Bye.